Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and wondered why, no matter how much effort you put in, she still doesn't see you the way you see her? You text first. You plan the dates. You give your time, your energy, even pieces of your heart, only to be left with silence or confusion. What if I told you this? Maybe the reason she doesn't chase you is because you're the one doing all the chasing. And maybe, just maybe, the more you run after her, the further you push her away. Pause. Breathe. Don't click away. Because what I'm about to share with you can flip your whole perspective on women, attraction, and your own power. And once you hear it, you won't ever see relationships the same way again. You've been taught that chasing is normal, that if you don't pursue her, someone else will, that if you don't try hard enough, you'll lose her. But ask yourself, have you ever truly kept something by chasing it? Think of the wind. The tighter you grip, the faster it slips through your fingers.
And yet, we chase. Because somewhere deep down, we're afraid. Afraid of being alone. Afraid of not being good enough. Afraid that if we stop chasing, no one will come. But here's the truth. When you stop chasing, you finally give space for something real to find you. Something that's meant for you. Not forced, not begged for, but natural, mutual, peaceful. You see, chasing is not a sign of strength. It's a sign of inner emptiness. It's saying, I am not whole, so I need you to complete me. That's not love, that's dependence. And women, especially the ones worth having, can feel it. They don't want to be your escape from loneliness. They want to join a man who has already built a life worth sharing. A man who walks with purpose, who doesn't need her to feel valuable, but who knows his value even in silence. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." And that wisdom applies to love. The man who needs little attracts much, because his calmness speaks louder than desperation ever could. When you chase, you communicate lack. But when you pause, when you focus on your growth, when you become centered, you create a gravitational pull that no words can replace. So what do you do instead? You build, you become, you create a life that is so rich in meaning, discipline, and passion that a woman feels lucky just to be part of it. You become the man who doesn't need her validation to feel like a man, because you validate yourself every single day by the actions you take, the peace you keep, and the vision you refuse to compromise. Imagine this. You wake up, not checking your phone to see if she replied, but excited to face your day. You hit the gym, build your business, you learn something new. You stay silent in your strength while the world chases noise. And as your life expands, people begin to notice. She begins to notice. Because you're not like the rest. You're not chasing her, you're chasing your destiny. And let me tell you something powerful. Women are drawn to purpose like moths to flame. Not fake confidence, not surface-level games, but deep, unwavering commitment to self-growth, to stillness, to mission. The kind of man who can walk away when something no longer serves his peace. The kind of man who doesn't beg to stay, but lets go with grace. Marcus Aurelius, a man who ruled an empire and still kept his soul intact, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you stop needing her to text back, stop needing her to choose you, stop needing her to see your worth, you become untouchable. Not because you don't feel, but because your emotions no longer control you. You've mastered them. You've owned them. You've become the storm instead of being swept away by it. You see, a woman doesn't fall in love with a man who needs her. She falls in love with a man who is full already, full of depth, full of direction, full of inner peace. She wants to join your world,
not become your world. When you put her on a pedestal, you lower yourself without even realizing it. And no one respects a man who worships them more than he respects himself.
Let that sink in. Respect is the foundation of desire, and the first respect must come from you. To you. Stop bending, stop proving, stop apologizing for being who you are. Instead, stand tall, speak less, move with intention, and watch how the right ones gravitate toward you.
Because here's the hidden truth. Most of what you're chasing doesn't even want to be caught. She likes the attention. She likes the idea of being desired. But deep down, she doesn't see you as the prize, because you don't treat yourself like one.
The moment you begin treating yourself like a king, by the way you talk to yourself, by the goals you pursue, by the boundaries you set, you'll stop chasing queens who treat you like a jester.
And yes, there will be moments when it gets lonely, when you wonder if this path is worth it, when you miss the attention, the validation, the excitement. But don't run back to empty conversations and false connections. Sit with the silence. Let it build you, because the man who can stand alone is the man everyone wants to stand beside.
You weren't born to chase. You were born to lead, to create, to dominate in your own lane, to write your own story, not beg to be part of someone else's.
And the more you walk this path, the more you'll realize that the kind of woman you truly want, the one who respects you, supports you, grows with you, doesn't respond to chasing. She responds to presence, to power, to peace. So stop asking why she isn't calling you back. Stop overanalyzing her texts. Stop trying to win someone who doesn't even know how to receive a real man. And start focusing on the one person you've been ignoring for far too long. You. Heal your wounds, build your body, sharpen your mind, quiet your ego, and grow your soul. Because one day, without warning, she'll see you again. Not the desperate version, but the transformed one. And she'll wonder why you're no longer chasing, why your eyes look clearer, why your silence feels heavier. And in that moment, she'll realize she lost a man who finally found himself. You don't attract what you chase. You attract what you become. So become the kind of man who doesn't need to chase anyone. The kind of man who is so aligned with his mission that only those meant for his path can keep up. Stop chasing women. Start chasing your highest self. And let the rest unfold from there. And when she finally does come along, not because you begged, but because your energy pulled her in like gravity, you'll know. This time, it's real. Because you didn't chase her. You became the man she couldn't ignore.